It's been a while since I last spoke to you guys, and you know, since then, quite a bit happened. Most recently, signed with the Soul Gunslingers in Germany. Sponsor me. The last month and a half, I've been out here in Germany. It is literally raining, and I'm gonna take you through week one, our week one game against Dresden Monarchs. So I had actually been on holiday when I had got the message from the team recruiter, and you know, he had hit me up and he had said, "You want to come out here?"
Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here?
And at that point, I think they had camp about 1 week away, or they had camp on the coming weekends. He was like, you know, would you be able to make it out here for camp? And I was like, hell no. You know, I'm in university, I had classes to do, I still had exams to do, so I said, no, it's not going to be able to happen. But I decided to go out there 2 weeks later. Yeah, quickly back to the UK, finish uni, and then it was straight on to Germany. I had actually landed on a Sunday, and if you know anything about Germany, then you know everything on Sunday is closed. So I got here on the worst day. Got here, nothing was open at all. Got picked up from the airport, Frankfurt airport. I think that's one of my closest airports, and made my way into the small town which I'm staying in, Zoll. Day one out here in Germany. Yeah, I gotta stay busy in this place, man, otherwise it's gonna be long. But I mean, I've got everything with me that I need. Sunday, practice on Tuesday, so I got today, tomorrow to get used to the town. But hey man, I hope this is a start of a long, beautiful, productive season, and I make it through. Had practice, my first practice on the Tuesday, and walkthroughs on the Saturday, and straight into game week one. Throughout that week, I had wanted to get some extra reps. Me and some of the imports. There's a group of us out here, I think there's 7 of us. We had hit up the field midweek. It was game week, so nothing too crazy, but you know, as a receiver, you always got to be catching, running around, getting some drills that would just help you come game day. So that's exactly what we did. And then all of a sudden, it was Sunday, Dresden. So we had met at the team bus at about 9 AM, set off for 10 AM, and ended up getting to Dresden about 1 for a 3 PM kickoff. The team I played for, the Gunslingers, were last year in the 5th league. Got promoted now to the 4th league. Dresden are the favourites to win the league. So we knew going into the game that it's going to be a hard game. We were playing the Dresden second team. Everyone knows, if you know about German football, they have a pretty good first team. And the second team is almost the feeder team for them. So we always knew it was going to be hard to go against them. This shit, it's not too bad, I'm not even gonna lie. First drive, I'm not gonna lie, first drive was really decent. We ended up running it, first couple of downs, got a first down, and then realised that one of their corners is sleeping, so we had to expose that and throw a deep one on our first drive. First drive, 6 points. Second drive, had a bit of struggles, 2 incomplete passes, and nearly pick. Straight after that, they came back at us. They fired right back at us. We didn't respond well, throwing 2 picks back to back. When you have 3 turnovers in a row, you're never going to be able to have momentum like that. This is actually when I got in the second quarter. Had some good runs. He reminds me of a little Mario. The way this guy runs around and just jumps, and he's so small. Yeah. So we ended up having, how many plays is this? About an 11-12 play drive, and Justin, little Mario, our receivers made some pretty good blocks. I made a key block, and he ended up getting in for the second scorer of the day. He was going absolutely crazy this game. Just like that, we ended up getting the ball back about 2 minutes before the half. I can say this was a great drive. You know, 2-minute drill, we had never even practiced it before. And we were just diming down the field. And had a couple big plays. Had a big play from Karen, had a big play from me. Ultimately, was able to finish the drive going into the half. 27-14 going into the half, which is still, it's a football game. 27-14, down 2 scores. I was happy with it. Get me on the score sheet one time, or get someone else on the score sheet. It doesn't really matter. Ended up coming back out into the second half, and we had to make a choice as a team. Was we gonna take control of the game, or was we gonna sit back in the passenger seat and let the game control us? And ultimately we came out, had a fumble, had some drop passes, and just wasn't consistent. And we had some shots, we did have the plays, coach called the right plays, we just missed it. We didn't take advantage of our opportunities, and it's hard in week 1, especially playing against the best team, but you know, we learned, we definitely learned. In conclusion, although it wasn't a win the first game, you definitely learn more from losses than you do with wins. And the final score, 35-50. Final score, 2-score game. We let it slip, and that's what happens when you're not locked in, I guess. We use it as fuel. Alright guys, I appreciate you guys for tapping in, watching the video. Like I said, 30 likes and be back here for part 2. Make sure you check out my platforms, Instagram, TikTok. We out here, man.
So still kicking it, still man when I jump on FIFA. Some girls to the sun like April, white bush strapped in the back to the room, but it's marking